Hmm. Blessings to all of you. Satnam. From here to your here. I repeat. Satnam. From here to your here. From here to your here. And from here to your here. The three realms. The realm of the humans, the realm of the gods, and the realm of your lower nature. The three existences in you and in me. Not only that, you are seeing me, and that seeing is happening inside you. You are hearing me, and that hearing is happening inside you. So you are inside me, and I am inside you. This is called Ik Ongkaar. Our everyday experience is Ik Ongkaar. I repeat, whatever you see, the tallest mountain and the furthest star, the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun, the waxing of the moon and the waning of the moon, all that you see it within yourself. You cannot experience the world outside of you. You understand? You cannot experience the world outside of you. You see the world inside. You hear the world inside. And if you touch the world, you experience it inside. So where is outside? There is no outside. The outside is inside. And that is the essence of Ik Ongkaar. Today's teachings, today's sitting is on a man who gave these teachings, who gave our original teachings, not something new, not there's a God in the skies, no. This man that we're going to talk about today, he gave us our real nature. And the real nature is everything I see is inside me, everything I hear is inside me, everything I perceive is inside me. I cannot experience anything outside of me. And this is not a dogma. This is our every moment experience. We are always in paradise. What is paradise? Paradise is the unity of being. Unity of being. It's not something you reach. It is something which you are experiencing all the time. You cannot come out of this because there is nothing outside of this. And that is the Ik Ongkaar. I repeat, this is what you are perceiving now, what you are hearing now, what you are seeing now, what you are touching now is all inclusive. You cannot experience the world outside because there is no world outside. You understand? I hope I'm using very simple language to explain the meaning of Ik Ongkaar. And the next sutra, Satnam. This is your only identity. This is your only true identity. Every other identity is changing, but this identity, which is all inclusive, everything is happening inside you. You are seeing happening inside. I'm repeating again and again because in order to understand the dharma have to go to japa, recitation. That's why I recite it again and again, so that it goes down, deep down into us, because we are in the realm of Maya. Maya means that it's outside and then I'm inside. So there are two. But the ancient sages call Advaita, Ek. There's no two. So this experience of oneness was brought about by this man whom we call Guru Nanak. Lovingly, devotionally, he is known as Baba Nanak. Hmm? Those who came to learn, they called him Guru Nanak. And those who came to love him, too. Some people come to learn. Learning done, you can go away. And some people came for loving, and they called him Baba Nanak. Guru Nanak, Baba Nanak. Baba means sage. Baba means the one who knows, and the one who is giving unconditionally is called a Baba. So Baba Nanak, that great sage, today is his birthday. And I'm using the word birthday, but I don't want to use the word birthday, from this moment onwards. Birthday is for those who come into the body and who come into the mind. For those who are one with the body and one with the mind. Body and mind is the conditioned self. Those who come unconditioned, you and me, came conditioned. We had a conditioning in the past lives, and due to that conditioning, we come to this. And then we create more conditioning, we go into next. It's called the samsara, the wheel of samsara, the wheel of karma. But they are individuals who come unconditioned. They are known as avatar. And when an avatar comes, we do not use the word birth. We use the word appearance. So today is the appearance day of beloved Nanak. So you and me, we are tearing time and space. Can you believe that? You and me today, out of love, for 1 hour, we decided to dedicate to Baba. This is the highest act of devotion where you can stop your daily routine. We have a daily routine. We are caught in our daily routine. But today, consciously, when you are caught in the daily routine, it is called karma. And when out of your choice, and the choice is inflamed by devotion. Choice. Inflamed by devotion, bhakti. Then that becomes dharma. So this sage took birth, appeared on this beautiful day, and today marks the 550th anniversary of the appearance day of Baba Nanak, Guru Nanak. Before we dive into the gift that he brought, we know about Guru Nanak, we have read about Guru Nanak, but just to invoke his presence, because when you think about somebody, many a times we are thinking about somebody and then the person calls. Why? Because your waves were strong and the person called. Why? Because you were thinking. So let's go into some devotion. Let's think about Guru Nanak. Let's share a story about Guru Nanak so that he may give us a call. And we must be aware so that we will not miss his call. His call will come here. This will ring. This will ring. When the call comes, this will ring. And when this rings, tears of devotion will fall. Know that your connection have happened. You have touched totality. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, out of devotion, he is called. Sri means that which is available in the now. Sri. You know, your iPhones, it has a Siri, and when you are confused, you ask Siri. And this Siri comes from the teachings of yogic dharma. They took it from there. Siri means that which is available in the now. You are lost, call the Siri. And the next sutra is Gu and Ru. We are invoking Guru Nanak. We are talking about Guru Nanak. We are sharing a story about Guru Nanak. We are trying to invoke devotion about Guru Nanak. But today is a special day. Guru, Gu, Gu vibrates the heart. Gu vibrates the heart. Ru, the tongue claps the palate. Ru, Ru, Ru. Initiation of the dance of Kundalini. The tip of the tongue. The tip of the tongue is where the Shushmana ends. And when this tongue touches the palate, the Shushmana starts to vibrate. Gu is the sound of the heart, and Ru, when it touches the palate, the third eye is activated. Guru is the energy, is the nad, is the space that unites the heart with the head. We, in our ordinary nature, we are either here or some of us are here. This has to be in union with this, and this has to be in union with this. That is the meaning of Guru. Siri, available now. You're lost, you can call. Guru, that which unites the heart with the head, a balance. And next is Nanak. The ancient sages have given 500 meanings of Nanak. Because Nanak is this, Nanak is also that. Nanak is everything. And one of the beautiful translations of Nanak is Na Anak. Na means no. Anak, many. Na Anak means not many, not two. One. Unity. Ik Ongkaar. Nanak means Ik Ongkaar. Same. And next is Dev. Dev means transparent. He has not hidden anything. He came, he opened his heart. Come, I shall show you that which is hidden in you, because I found it in me, you too can find it in you. And that is Dev. And Ji means your soul. So Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji is referring to you the day you will also be lost, dissolved, infused into the river of consciousness. The story says, Guru Nanak, for many years, every day, when it's neither day, when it's neither night, neither this end, neither this end. We are always in the extreme. We are always in the extreme. But then there's a middle path. When it's neither day, it's neither night. It is called the morning hours, the hour of nectar, Amrit Vela. When the portal opens, because you're neither here, you're neither here. Both the dualities have end. Every day, he used to take a dip in the sacred river of Veii. And on this specific day, he took his shirt out. My friends, time for transformation have come. He had completed his sadhana. The sadhana is completed. On this specific day, Baba Nanak took his shirt off, took his layers out, took his mask out, and he dived into the river of consciousness. So I'm giving you the inner story and I'm giving you the outer story, because that which is outside is inside. I just told you. So today, the day has come for the sadhana to take fruit. And the story says he took off the layers, took off all that he had, and he went into the river of consciousness, Vedas, it is called. It's a physical location in India. Those of you who've been with me to India, we have gone there. We have taken a dip in that location. And today he went in. He went in, and the story said he didn't come back. One day happened, went through. And people thought, this man, this sage, whom everyone loved, have been washed away by the currents of the mighty river. 2 days passed. It's a very beautiful story. 3 days passed. On the third day, again in the Amrit Vela, when it was neither this extreme and neither this extreme, when the path was right in the center, when neither the Ida is working, neither the Pingala is working, the Ida and the Pingala, the two important nerves which is connected to your left and your right hemisphere, which changes your emotions, which changes your sensations, which changes your personality, which changes you moment to moment. It is this nose, the breath coming and going. Today, when it was neither day, neither night, neither the sun, and neither the moon, right in the center, the Shushmana, Shush, Mana, mind. I'm giving you the outside story, and I'm giving you the inside story. You understand? The Shushmana, Mana. Mana is the mind, the duality. This is right, this is wrong, this is how should be, this is how not should be. I am right, you are wrong, I am right, you go to hell, I go to heaven, you go to heaven. All these nonsensical things in the name of dharma, in the name of religion that is going on, that have been going on, today both ended. Hell and heaven came to the end. Hell and heaven, the desire to be something and the desire you want to let go of something, both diminished. This is hell and heaven. Some things pull you back, that is the hell. And something you are constantly trying to catch, which never come, and that is the heaven. And both stopped, because Shushmana started to activate, neither the Ida, neither the Pingala. And it took 3 days. On the first day, the seen world, the experienced world dissolved. On the second day, the projected world, which has not yet manifested in the realm of time and space, also dissolved. And on the third day, the one who saw the manifested world and the one who projected the unmanifested world also dissolved. It is called Samadhi. Samadhi takes 3 days. For your mind to totally dissolve, an authentic experience, an authentic shunya experience have to last for 3 days. And on the third day, everything came to an end. Nanak went. And Guru came back. Nanak became Guru. Nanak became the Guru, became the awakened one, the one who was in Shushmana, the one who had no desire to let go of the past, the one had no desire, I shall change the future. He came into the now. Nanak, not to. Neither the fear of hell, neither the desire of heaven, both came to an end. Ida and Pingala, the sun and the moon dissolve, nowhere to be seen. The Ida and the Pingala is into one Shushmana, Mana became quiet. He became the awakened one. It's a simple process. It is so simple that you try to make it complicated. Baba made it so simple. He took a dip into the ocean, into the river of consciousness, which is always flowing. It has never come to an end. Those who went in, they came to an end, but that river never comes to an end. And if you identify with the river of consciousness, even when you are not, you shall be. Ad such, jugad such, heavy such, Nanak hosi be such. That is the message of the Baba. And the story says on the third day he came out. Amrit Vela again. When you dissolve, you will dissolve in the center. Not here, not here. And when you come out of that, you will neither be here, you will neither be there, you will be here. That is the Shushmana. And the story is beautiful. It mentions, it records the first sage to have a direct experience of this man who freshly took birth in the river of consciousness. His name is written in history. His name was Pai Bhagirath, the first lover, the first seeker of Guru Nanak. He writes, he saw Baba coming out. He wrote it down for the sake of you and for the sake of me and the sake of all those who are going to come down to have the same experience as Baba. He wrote it down. You know what he wrote? He wrote, Vei Vichon Nikle. Vei Vichon Nikle Tan Par Pagame Basan Suhai. If you can understand this language, when I translate it will lose its beauty. But sometimes we have no choice. But let me repeat again the very sutra. Vei Vichon Nikle Tan Par Pagame Basan Suhai. Baba came out of the river of consciousness. Just imagine, just go there and see. Baba came out of the river, and on his body were clothes of saffron color, the color of the sun, the color of the solar dynasty, the Suryavanshis, those who have attained the light, the color of the sun, Pagame, the saffron color. Baba wore the saffron colors. The story said he went on to the other side and he came back. Nanak dissolved, Nanak lost all his identities. He came back as Guru. And the story says, with that oneness that he have experienced, the unity of being, you and me are one. Look at that, it's so simple. Two is only when you start thinking about it. I started this in the beginning. Remember, I told you, you are in me and I am in you. And this is not a philosophy, it's not a dogma. It is the fact, it is the right experience. You are experiencing it all the time, but you have forgotten. You're not in dhyana. You need to come back to dhyana. And the process of going into dhyana is to meditate, is sadhana. And when the sadhana is completed, this experience takes birth. This is our story. Because Baba is everything. Baba is everything. The Guru is everything. This sage, because he have taken birth in the river of consciousness, he decided to flow. He decided to. We will meditate also today. I know some of you are here for meditation. We will do. That's the gift at the end. Those who have just joined in, we are having a beautiful time. We are discussing. We are creating the story. We are diving into the ocean of consciousness. And having dived into the ocean of consciousness, Baba flowed all over the world for 22 years. He went to north, he went to south, he went to east, he went to west, all the way till Saudi Arabia, all the way to Azerbaijan in Russia, all the way to the south to Sri Lanka, all the way up to the Himalayas, and all the way beyond the Himalayas into China. And who knows where else have he gone? We have no memory of that. Whatever is written, we only can talk about that. When he sat with the Sufis say he belongs to us. They call him Wali al-Hind. Wali al-Hind Baba Nanak, which means the sage of the Himalayas. And when it went to south, they call him Nanak Acharya, the master Nanak. And then went to the set with the yogis in the Himalayas. They called him Avadoot Nanak, which means stainless. There's no stain. He's pure Nanak. And when he went to set with the Tibetan masters, they call him Rinpoche Nanak, Lama Nanak. Rinpoche means precious, the precious Guru. Everybody claimed him. Everybody claimed him. Nanak belonged to all, yet Nanak was beyond the all. That is very clear, you know. And there are many beautiful stories about this Baba sitting with everyone, uniting everyone, touching the heart, touching your heart, touching my heart. And because he was awakened, wherever he went, he awakened. The story says when the stones touched him, they got awakened. They became soft. They're stones. I'm not going into every story. They're stones that he touched, and they became soft. They wanted the imprint of Nanak. You understand? They wanted the imprint of Nanak. They're stones which touched his back, and they became soft. They wanted the imprint of Nanak. There is a place where he placed his feet and the earth opened, and it wanted the imprint of Nanak, so that in the future you and me can experience that this Baba came, he sat, he walked, he touched, he gave the Dharma. And the words of Yogi Bhajan, he is the Aquarian master, because he was born in the river of consciousness. That's why he's the Aquarian master. He attained enlightenment. He attained awakening in the presence of the water element. That's why he is the Aquarian master. Every sage has his own element. Buddha, when he awakened, he touched the earth, and he was the master of the earth. Guru Nanak, he attained in the waters. That's why he is the Aquarian master. And the age of the Aquarian, which is you and me, are one. And that is the teachings of Guru Nanak. And there are many stories. Now let's come to the last part before we dive into the gift. And I hope you are with me. Because if you are with me, I'm with you. And if both of us are present, and that is unity, that is Ik Ongkaar, and that is the teachings of Guru Nanak. It is not something you repeat. It is something you experience. Channel opens, heart opens, energy opens, Shushmana starts to flow. And it's happening right now. If you come, see from here, and you feel from here, you hear from here. So towards the end of Guru Nanak, 22 years round around the world, touched people, healed, held their hands, opened the heart. And towards the end of his life, he came and he sat in this beautiful location, which is known as Kartarpur. In 1947, when Pakistan and India happened, it was divided. Kartarpur went onto the Pakistan side. For 70 years, it was closed. Because man closed his heart. In the name of religion, they fought, they fight, and they killed. And the beautiful thing about the 550th anniversary is man have awakened. After 70 years, the temple is open today. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to whole humanity. The Baba is awakened again. We are moving into the Aquarian age. Those who fought in the name of religion, they got together and they opened the corridor. You do some research. It's called opening the corridor of Kartarpur. Kartarpur means the city of creativity. For 70 years, creativity was locked. And today, the doors have opened. And after 70 years, this temple of Guru Nanak It is very special temple. The Gurudwara, the door of the Guru, that is a very special. It's very historical, spiritually, physically, energetically, and whatever. Everything. When Guru Nanak was towards the end of his life, all people came, sat with him, and it came for him to leave the world. Long story, cutting it short for you. The story says Guru Nanak left the physical body. The Hindus and the Sufis, these were the two main traditions in India at that time. These were the only two main traditions. Now the Hindus said he is our Nanak. It is Baba is Guru Nanak, he's our Guru. And the Sufis know he is our Guru. He is Wali al Hind Baba Nanak. And they had a quarrel, they say. The Hindus wanted to cremate it. Hindus wanted to cremate it. And the Sufis wanted to have a burial for the body. And then the story, long story, cutting short, somebody sat and said, look, let's put our flowers. The Hindus put their flowers, the Sufis put their flowers by the body. Let's close the whole door and lock this room. And next morning, whosoever flowers is fresh, Guru Nanak belongs to them. If the Hindus' flower is fresh, it belongs to the Hindus, they can cremate it. The Sufis, they have flowers are fresh, they will bury it. To bury the body. And it was decided. The flowers were put, the white sheet, was placed over the burial cloth on Guru Nanak's body, and the flowers were there, room was locked, the whole night guards were there. And next morning, when it was neither day, it was neither night. Every experience in Guru Nanak's life happened when it was neither day, it was neither night. And let me tell you, anything that will shift in your life will also shift during that time. That is the time when you're neither here, you're neither here. So the story says it was open in the Amrit Vela, and what they saw, the body was not there. One side was the flowers of the Hindus, one was the flowers of the Sufis, both were fresh. And not only that, they have become one, and they were placed under the body. Where the body was, there the flowers was, the body was not there. Guru Nanak had attained the golden body. It's called the rainbow body. The rainbow body is so pure that any of the five elements cannot dissolve it. It cannot be burnt. It cannot be buried. It cannot throw it. It will not even melt in water or dissolve in water. The five elements cannot touch it. Such was the sacred body of the Guru. It became one with totality overnight. Guru Nanak's five elements in the body merged into the five elements by itself. It has happened many times, We don't have the time to repeat the history. 60 years ago, it happened also in one of the Sikh sages recently. So it's not something extraordinary or something. What? It is a science. It's a total science. Science of those who have from here come into the heart. So coming back to this story, the story says the Hindus took the flowers and the Sufis took the flowers. The Sufis buried it and the Hindus cremated it. And Baba Sri Chand, the beloved son of Guru Nanak, the yogi of all the yogis, he built a Sikh temple over it. Can you believe that? It is one of the only sacred locations on the planet. One is a Hindu, one is a Sufi, and over it is a Sikh temple. The three oceans that started off in that location all merged into the body of Nanak. Where you are neither Hindu, you're nothing, you're not anybody. You're just a living being. And that is the story of Guru Nanak. And it can become your story also. It can become my story also. If we learn to walk on the footsteps of the awakened one, of the one who had known, on the one who have experienced consciousness. Many stories, but these two important stories in the beginning and then towards the end. Now we have known the whole life of Nanak. And one of the gifts of Guru Nanak was Nad, Shabad, Mantra. Mantra. The fastest way to transcend this is to use a sound current. And Guru Nanak, when he came into time and space, he brought a gift. When you go to the house of someone that you love, someone you love very much, you don't go empty-handed, you bring a gift. So when Baba came into time and space, into the wheel of karma, out of compassion, Bodhisattva who decided to come back, he came with a gift, and that is the Shabad, that is the Nad. And he brought a mantra, which is called the Vaheguru mantra. Vaheguru mantra. Guru Nanak's whole teachings is summarized into Vaheguru, the four sounds. This is the essence of the Vedas, of all the scriptures. Akhar, Madhur, Manohar, Char Ved ke janusar. The sutra says it, not me. The sutra says the essence of the four Vedas is in the four Mahavakyas. Mahavakyas. I am Atam Brahm, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Pragyanand Brahm. These are the four Mahavakyas of the four Vedas, which is the essence of all the teachings. And the Vaheguru is the essence of the four Mahavakyas, the great statements, the nuclear statements that will explode you, that will totally dissolve your identity as an individual. So Vaheguru, many meanings. Another meaning before we dive into the gift. Va is the sound of the water. Wah, wah, wah. He is the sound of the air. Gu is the sound of the earth. If you go to a basement, you go to a cave. And Ru is the sound of the fire. Natural fire, when it burns. The English word Re comes from the Egyptian word Ra, which means the sun god. And Ra comes from Sanskrit Ru, which means flame, which means energy, which means fire. So Vaheguru, the four elements, and the ethers, the silence between each sound. So Vaheguru contains the sound of the five elements. When you chant this, you balance the five elements in you. And when the five elements are balanced, physically you're balanced, mentally you're balanced, emotionally you're balanced, psychologically you're balanced, and whatever you are, everything is balanced. That is the power of the Vaheguru mantra. In the words of Yogi Bhajan, the translation, last part, translation, Yogi Bhajan. Somebody asked, what is the meaning of Vaheguru? He said, Vaheguru means, wow, I am the great spirit. I'm not my body. I'm not my mind. I'm not my problems. Today, we think we are the problems. Today we are thinking so much of our problems. The problem is you are thinking about your problems. You independent of your problems. You independent of your emotions. You independent of your thinking. You independent of this is right. You are independent of this is wrong. That whole story which goes on in your head. Yogi Bhajan says, wow, I am the great spirit. Me without my smallness. Me without my smallness. Wow, I am the great spirit. And I can give you these small meanings and all that stuff. But I think it is time now that you and me sit together and vibrate this mantra. Vaheguru, Shabad, and Vaheguru. So there are many ways to chant this. One is to divide this into 4 segments, which I've done many times. And today I want to give you something different. And we're going to chant this mantra into 3. Vaheguru. Vah is ecstasy. He is in the noun. And Guru is the wisdom. The wisdom of ecstasy in the noun. Now to chant this in the words of my beloved master, Yogi Bhajan, he says, when you are chanting it in this manner where you divide the mantra into three, Va, He, Guru, it becomes the Trukuti mantra. Trukuti mantra is right in the center. In the beginning, we talked about your Ida stops, your Pingla stops, and you go into Shushmana, the Ida, Pingla, and the Shushmana, where it meets, that's called the Trukuti, where Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva, three dissolves. The three nature of Maya dissolves. Trukuti, right here. So, Va, He, and Guru. Va is the sound of the Ida, and Guru is the sound of the Pingala. And in the center is a He, the sound of Shushmana. In the ancient times, this was known as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, generating, organizing, and destroying. The three parts of existence. It's happening all the time. To recite this mantra, we will inhale, we will recite Va, but the He is extended. And He goes to higher pitch. It's in the Shushmana. Va, here. Let me show it to you. So you will be inhaling. Va, He, Guru. So you can see the sound. From Ida, it goes into Shushmana, and then it goes into Pingala. The two unites into one, where you enter the river of consciousness way, where you dissolve and you remain there for 3 days. The three, the past, the present, and the future totally collapses. You understand? It collapses here. Until the lower chakras, you will experience past, present, and future. Until the consciousness is not raised till here, you cannot collapse the three realms of past, present, and the future. Three must dissolve. Trakuti Shuta, Dasama Dar Kula, Taman Thive Pai. Taman Kive Pai. The sutra says that. Trukuti Shuta, the third eye, the Trukuti breaks. And Manakiva, mind dissolves. Because mind is past, and it runs through the present, and it again goes to the future. And it's the constantly bombarding each other. Where this ends, that is the Shushmana, that is the Vehi, that is the river of consciousness, where every day you must go and take your dip. And the day your sadhana is complete, when all the layers have gone, you will dissolve into it. The Ida, the Pingla, and the Shushmana, the past, present, and the future, the three times will collapse, and you will dissolve. And what will come back? I don't know. I don't know. But something will come back. And you will be quiet about it. If you talk about it, you have not experienced it. बिखा बात अगम की कहन सुनन की नाहे जो जाने सो कहे नहीं जो कहे सो जाने नाहे. That experience, those who speak, they know not. And those who don't speak, they know it. अंतर सुनम, बाहर सुनम, त्रैभावन सुनम, सुनम चौथे सुनने जो नर जाने ताप पापना पुनः. Inner silence, inner shunya, outer sunya, the three realms in shunya, that is experience. So this is the story of Nanak, consciousness. And that is the beauty of these teachings. That is the beauty of teachings, because it can be applied by you, it can be applied by me. That's why it is the Aquarian teachings, teachings of the householders. So let's dive into this. And hands will be in Gyan Mudra. Gyan Mudra, your lower nature and your higher nature. The Guru finger and the ego unites into one. You go into zero and you put it on your knees, locking the lower chest centers. That's what it means. And the palms, are facing up like that. Eyes will be closed. You will be inhaling. You will be reciting Va, and He will be high pitch, and then Guru. You will chant it for some times. And I really want you to chant because that's what we are here for. We prepare the whole ground. We set up the whole, the boundaries, and now it is time to dive. So let's dive into our river of consciousness, what Guru Nanak did. We are the seekers. We also need to do it, right? Yes, beautiful. So please close your eyes and please chant with me because if you chant, something will change in you. Beautiful. Let's close the eyes and we will chant it for some time. And let's start it together. Make sure the hay is a high pitch. When the hay is high pitch, Shushmana is activated. This whole process is called Nad Surat. Nad Surat. When the hay is extended, that extension of the hay, in the words of my beloved Master Yogi Bhajan, it is called Nad Surat. Where your Surat means awareness, can be modified by the way you create a sound. You change your reality. You change your reality the way you move your tongue, how you move the sound. Up or down, that changes your whole configuration. The chemicals in the body starts to change and start to shift. And this is a fact. Okay, let's dive into our beautiful meditation. And eyes will be closed. And diving into the river of consciousness, we shall today dissolve with devotion. Don't make it a mechanical thing. Don't make it a technical thing. Come out of the technicality and go into devotion, my friends. I repeat, go into devotion. It's called bhakti. Inhale. Deeper and louder, vibrate louder. And inhale, and you hold your breath, and you hold the Pavan Guru. Hold the Pavan Guru. Let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Hold it. It is called Pavan Guru. Pavanana Sadhya Sachna Aradhya. The truth can only be found if you know how to hold your breath. The holding of the breath means you are holding the totality, because the breath is within the totality. Hold, 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 my friends. Hold. And through the nose, exhale. One more time, inhale deep. And as you hold the breath, eyes close. Tighten your eyes. Close the eyes and tense your eyes. Tense your eyes. Tense your eyes. This is where you hold the memory. Left is time, right is space. The two eyes holding you in the realm of time and space. Tense it. And let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And hold the breath. And as you hold the breath, let this breath be the breath of Guru Nanak. The breath of Guru Nanak. The breath of Guru Nanak. The breath of Baba Nanak. The breath of Wali and Hind Nanak. The breath of Lama Nanak. The breath of Rinpoche Nanak. The breath of Bhadra Guru Nanak. The breath of Nanak Acharya. The breath of Avadoot Nanak. Nanak, Nanak, Nanak. Hold. Tense the eyes, tense your forehead, tense your skull, tense your body, tense your hands, and tense and tense and tense, and exhale. And very slowly open your eyes, merging into the river of consciousness. Merging into the river of consciousness. Coming out, changed, transformed. We did it for a few moments, and you can feel the shift. And if you do it for sadhana for a long, long time, you can change for a long, long time. On this beautiful day, the appearance day of Guru Nanak, the appearance day of Baba Nanak, the appearance day of Wali al-Hind Baba Nanak, the appearance day of Avadoot Nanak, the appearance day of Rinpoche Nanak, the appearance day of Avadoot Nanak. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you for taking your time out, for coming out of the routine, coming out of the will of samsara to sit in devotion, the highest act in the dark age, where you can break your routine and sit and elevate yourself and elevate others. May Guru Nanak bless all of us who are here sitting, even if they are not here and they are not sitting. May Guru Nanak bless every individual on the planet with health, with wealth, with prosperity. And the highest gift, very important, highest gift, you need these three because we live in the world. We need health, we need wealth, we need prosperity. Yes, we need it to survive. But don't stay stuck in this. May Guru Nanak bestow upon everyone the highest gift, and that is the gift of Naam, gift of Shabad, which can transform us and which can transform our coming generations. Let there be peace on earth. Let we not fight in the name of religion. Let us not fight in the name of discrimination. May all those known and unknown, on today, we all unite our hands. Let's sit. Let's unite our hands and unite our hearts. May there be everlasting peace on this planet. May we have compassion for ourselves and for people around us and for the animals. And for the animals, I repeat, for the animals, they have suffered enough. Before I end, compassion for the animals. May not they land up in your food plates, please. They are living beings. They have breath. They have life. Let's change. If you and me can change, humanity will change. Today, there are few, I believe, 100 people sitting here today. And if this moment, this 1 hour, we have sat with the man of consciousness, Guru Nanak, let's bring something back home. One is the Naam and one is compassion. Taal taram daya ka bhoot. If you want dharma in your life, you must take the first step, which is compassion. Compassion for the animals. Please stop eating them. Not for religious reason. No, I am not preaching religion here. Not for religious reason. You know why? Because they have a beating heart. Because I have a beating heart. They have a beating heart. It means that and this is same. You understand? Unity of being. Blessings to you. I can keep talking because it's Guru Nanak's birthday. And I am a devotee of Guru Nanak. I am a servant of Guru Nanak. I am a slave of Guru Nanak. I am a dog of Guru Nanak. The house of Nanak, which has bestowed the blessings, the healings, the Naam. And it's my job to share with you the core teachings of Guru Nanak. Blessings to you. May Guru Ramdas, Guru Nanak, Yogi Ji bless all of us with health, wealth and prosperity and the highest gift, and that is the Naam. And for the Naam, the container of compassion. Blessings to you. Have a beautiful day and have a beautiful life. And I'll see you soon somewhere. We will also be having a New Year retreat. Which is, if you're looking on the chat side, so there are, if you look at the chat, open the chat, you will see this, the information on the New Year retreat. It's aligning with the stars, aligning your life. We will dive, we will chant, we will meditate, we will dance, we will sing, we will do everything. And we will experience the alignment. And through the grace of Guru Ramdas and the guidance of Yogi Bhajan, it is possible. So I invite you to come and spend 3 days of your precious time to work on yourself. So the information is there, but Rabia, if there's any other thing that you need to share, you can share it now.
Yes, thank you, Yogi Ji. We would like to invite you. It's in the Santa Cruz Mountains at the center. It's where the retreat will be held, January 10th through the 12th. And I added a link into the webinar chat. To send out a replay of this webinar and include additional information there. So keep an eye out for your email for over the next couple of days, and we'll share more information that way. Yogi Ji.
Yes, so we're having a special discount for the webinars, those who are attending the webinar, and all that information will also be there. So other than that, I'm traveling all over the world down the road. In Russia, I'll be there. Those of you who are from Russia joining me. And then I will be in Australia in March, and then a few other places as well. I don't know where else, but I will be there. So down this whole year, I'm sure we will sit in the presence, not just on webinars, but in the physical presence of all that. So I'm looking forward to meet all of you and to hold my hand in your presence and to give my hug to all of you. Blessings to you on this beautiful day. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satnam.